Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Indi Yani Rumuar, and here I would like to explain about the type of poetry and the example of the type of poetry. There are many types of poetry, but here I will just explain three types of poetry. The first is sonnet. Sonnet is a type of poetry that is identical to Shakespeare. This type of poetry originated in Italy in the 13th century. Sonnets are usually related to love and have two common forms of which are patrician and Shakespeare. And each type of this poem has 14 lines but has a different rules. Okay, here the characteristic and rule of the patrician. This is the characteristic and rule of the Shakespeare, and this is the example of this type of poetry. The second is a villainer. This type of poetry is a type that has many repetition in this line. Okay, and this is the characteristic and rules of this type of poetry, and this is the example of this type of poetry. And the third is haiku. Haiku is a type of short poem. This type of poetry originated in Japan in the 17th century, and this poem is usually written more referring to natural. The rules for this type of poetry are only the number of syllables in each line. Okay, and this is the characteristic and rules of haiku, and this is the example of haiku. Okay, I think that's all for me.